Hi Aquarius, welcome to your July 2019 general read. I'm Jade with Yes, Yes, Yes. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. We're going to do your general spread for Sun, Moon, and Rising for you Aquarius. And first let me just say thank you all for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. For those who are reaching out for readings, I've really enjoyed working with you, and I think it's been really interesting to see these overall trends and what we're all learning together. If you're interested in a read, that information is in the box below. My website, yesYesYes.life. All of the readings are there in the sessions, so I can absolutely do that for you. Also, thanks for your feedback and your comment in the comments and supporting each other. I love that. So thank you for being a part of a community. I love being here as a part of the tarot community. It's really amazing. And if this is resonating, leave me a comment or hit that thumbs up button because it helps the channel out so much. So I'm gonna get started here. I'm gonna start with the cards from the overall spread from 2019. There's a link to that video in the box below as well. So your overall for this year, Aquarius, is the beauty way. This is seeing beauty and being inspired in every moment, as many moments as possible, but walking through life as if everything in life is inspiring. This card is beautiful. There is the lotus, and then you have a dragonfly, which is inspiration. The colors are warm and inspiring because it's, there's soft pastels. So if you can, look to life and look for those moments or beautiful, those moments where things just kind of click. When, if birds are chirping, there's something really magical. So looking for the magic in every moment, that's really what you're about this year. Now, specifically for this month, we have the Seven of Wands energy in the Line Strider deck. This is a need to put a boundary up, to kind of make sure that everyone knows what Aquarius will stand for and will not stand for. Maybe people are pushing your boundaries and you have to kind of snap back a little bit, be a little bit more firm than you normally are. So there's something going on, but I'm feeling like you're successful in doing so. The Sun card in the Lenormand deck is a success card. There's lots of energy, lots of brightness, and maybe we're learning what our boundaries are this month. July is full of energy, and it has a lot to do with the sun and the moon. So when these cards are coming up, which they've come up in every single reading, it's telling me that, the action to take is really to be firm in your boundaries, okay? We'll see how that relates to the rest of the reading as well. Okay, so I'm going to do a Celtic cross with the Rider-Waite here. Everything has been pre-shuffled. I'm going to get just a little bit more shuffling, and then I'm going to let the cards choose me. Sometimes they're jumping no matter what, so I can't really control them. Okay, Three of Swords came out in the reverse, so if there was any pain or grief or heartache that you have been feeling, it seems like it is coming to an end, which is beautiful. We like that. And maybe that is the boundary that you're setting. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna lay out all the cards and I'm gonna let them choose me. If you want to fast forward, you can, but I'm gonna keep talking while I'm doing this. So, and talk about what's going on. What I'm looking for right now is the weight. When cards choose my hand gets heavy, so my hand will drop down to the card that wants to be chosen, and I'm pulling 10 cards total, so this may take a minute or so. And I don't know if you read, but some people hear stop, right? Some people's guides tell them which card, or they just intuitively know. Cards also light up for me, so sometimes I can see a card that visually is lighting up that has a message for me. But right now I'm choosing with my eyes closed because it's all about you, Aquarius. And sometimes two cards want to come, but it's just going to be this one. All right. So what's going on is in July we've got two eclipses. I'm filming this on the 3rd, so we just had the solar eclipse yesterday. So it was a new moon. So whatever intentions, whatever dreams, whatever wishes you've had, maybe it's a project that you started back in January when the eclipse season started, it's kind of stepping up to its next level right now. So it's a good time to kind of take stock, look at prospectively what's going on, and then set an intention, a new intention for that same project moving forward. So you can absolutely do that still, even though that the solar eclipse has happened. And also I want you to consider about a year ago, July, August was the last eclipse season, and something closed out then that may be up for review again, so you may just be reflecting upon it. So keep that in mind too. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to repeat. It just means that it's good to reflect and to decide, oh, I made a choice back then and it was the right choice for me, or I made a choice back then and I'd like to revise it. So you can do that now. Finally, oh, 2 more cards coming out. Finally, we've got 18 years ago, which is the last time that the sun and moon were in, well, I'm sorry, it would be the nodes, the moon's nodes were in the same position, was 18 years ago. So you may have something that has popped up for you from 18 years ago. I don't know why these cards are sticking. That it comes up for review again, and it's just, you know, another chance to let go of old story, old karma, old energy that you didn't realize was keeping you stuck, okay? So all of that, or none of that could be going on, just kind of depends on, you know, how much work you've been doing. How about that? Okay, all right, Aquarius. So let's see what's going on for you right now. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the desire to be in relationship, being ready for a relationship, or freshly out of a relationship. So if that 3 of Swords came out earlier, saying that you know, maybe there was a pain in a relationship that you needed to close out, that could be where you're at right now. This is also trying to feel good with all that you have manifested for yourself. So food, clothing, shelter, health, well-being, and the monies, right? So you may be trying to get back to your own stability on your own. This is independence when it's in the upright. So being in the reverse, it's not feeling as independent. You might be in relationship that feels like a codependent relationship as well, okay? But we'll keep drawing. Now what's crossing this is Ace of Cups came out in the reverse. So there's something that hasn't gotten off the ground, something that's not feeling emotionally stable, satisfying, or even going anywhere, right? Like this might be just flirtation that doesn't lead to anything. Might be frustrating, even emotionally, and maybe there's no one else involved, but you're just a little frustrated emotionally. With it being in the reverse, what I'm gonna say is that you're ready for a relationship here, but it just hasn't quite picked up. It hasn't quite come around yet, all right? Now let's talk about the foundation of this. What did I say? The Moon card coming out in the reverse. So I like it better in the reverse for some things, not for others. This is, okay, so the reason why relationship hasn't gotten going, a reason why emotionally you're not feeling like things have been sticking is because there is this push-pull element with not only your intuition and choosing the right person or the right person coming to you, being in alignment, but there might be some things that are underneath the surface that are just now starting to be developed or noticed, okay? This would be patterns, story, our views of what relationship is and what works best for us versus what, you know, may be a new way of relating that could be better for us and we just don't know it, okay? So I think that you're reviewing those things, and again, the Moon card showing up in this month is telling me right now, you know, new moon time, review it for the next couple of weeks, okay? And then look at it again at the full moon, see what has manifested by that point, okay? So we're looking at deep emotional issues. Doesn't mean that you're healing from a trauma necessarily, but this is really looking beneath the surface and allowing that to come forward. And maybe that's the reason why you're a little bit on guard with the 7 of Wands, is making sure that, you know, you're not going to be hurt like you have been in the past. Let's see the recent past here. We've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So this is a feeling of kind of boredom, of not enjoying life. And when it's in the reverse, it looks to me like it's possible to do so, right? Like we actually have the excitement. It's weird though that you'd have a negative card come in the reverse rather than just give me the Three of Cups in the upright. It's telling me that it's a complicated happiness. It's a complicated enjoyment, okay, in the past. So I'm feeling like even though there was some disappointment in your deep story, you've managed to be happy with it, okay? So feeling bored, feeling disappointed with what's being offered, but you're kind of looking at it as, well, that's my lot in life. That's what that's what's just come to me. You're resigning yourself, or you have resigned yourself in the past to that story, that type of behavior coming at you, feeling that way, those feelings of despondency, boredom, of lack of emotional joy. It's joy is that you're not feeling. Okay, you don't have to feel that way, by the way, Aquarius. You can let any of this go. Let's see what's going on in their present. Four of Wands in the reverse. So again, not feeling secure, no foundations being set. If this is an ongoing relationship, if we're talking about your current relationship, right now this relationship seems to be upset. Now this is a general read, sun, moon, rising, okay? And I do these not as a love reading, but a lot of love, if love comes up, I'll read it that way. So that's what's happening, is that we're looking at, and you could be in a marriage right now that's just kind of fizzling out. It's not feeling very good. You could be in a, where you have a home together and now you're trying to move out, or, it's just reached its point where it's not working in this way anymore. Something has to come in and change it. Some change needs to be made. You're ready, it seems, to be on your own because something's not emotionally stable or desirable for you. You, in the past, have been okay with, it not being fulfilling. And now I think you're looking at it as, no, it's not fulfilling. This is not going to work for me any longer. Let me move these because I have a tendency to set up a little further away. Okay. Now, near future. Nine of Cups. This is beautiful. I was starting to believe that I had the deck flipped because everything was coming out in reverse. So the Nine of Cups in the upright, we know this is the wish card. Also keep in mind that this could be getting everything that you want. Be aware of what you're asking for, okay? So if you're asking to heal this relationship, what you may really need to be asking is for the healing of the individuals so that the relationship can heal, okay? If you're asking for this relationship to go back to what it once was, or, like when you were first falling in love, that may not be the right wish, okay? But it does look like wishes are coming true. I'm still wondering if your wish is to kind of do things on your own. It could also mean that you want to reset this relationship and change it up so that it's a little different from a normal relationship. Maybe it's instead of living together, you guys move out, or maybe it's instead of living in, you have the same bedroom, maybe you have two bedrooms, separate bedrooms, okay? So again, apply this as it feels best for you. Now, how do you see it as an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? So you're seeing it as it's not stable and there's not a stable restart, okay? That there's not gonna be any growth, because that's also what Pentacles shows us. And it's not gonna be a secure growth as it is, right? There's no new start, okay? You've got this ace is not, you've got two aces that are actually like in the reverse here. You also may see it as not being healthy, okay? So there could be some codependency, or there could be just not healthy for you, and maybe you're seeing yourself as moving out. Now, cross watchers, let's just relax, and hopefully, hopefully this is, maybe not your story, but if it is, confronting all of this is always going to help heal, okay? Give me a second, I need to take a drink. So right now it seems like Aquarius is not seeing something as being healthy or able to move on securely. They're seeing it as Three of Cups in the reverse. So, and this, when it comes out in the reverse, the question is, who are you partying with outside of this other person, okay? So you may be enjoying life without them. You may be enjoying life not necessarily on your own, but maybe you're going out with your friends. Maybe there is another person that you're more interested in instead of your initial person, the person that's in your partnership right now. Or maybe you just want to enjoy life as a single person, okay? And your current relationship that's kind of unfolding and changing, your person is looking at you as, I mean, they could be accusing you of cheating even though you may not be, okay? The moon here is showing that there's some secrets as the foundation, so that could be something that you're withholding. I'm not seeing it right now, and again, this is a general read, so I'm not going to dig into it. Hopes and fears, Temperance in the reverse. So the fear would be that there's not going to be any healing, okay? There's not any balance or equanimity. I'm feeling like this is very much a solo road for you, and that there's another person involved that's kind of, you know, that you're releasing yourself from, or releasing them from you, okay? So Aquarius, and this is also Sagittarius energy, healing will happen, it seems, when you're on your own. And your fear is that it won't happen because you won't be able to release whatever this relationship is because you're keeping your boundaries here. But it looks like you're successful at keeping your boundaries and having things change. Now the outcome, if it continues, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I'm not seeing any cards of talking. And so what I'm wondering is that's why that card comes out, because you're going to have to peace out, take care of yourself by sneaking off. Not necessarily ghosting, but this is one of, you know, if you live with this person, this is packing up your stuff and leaving without, well, I mean, they're both like this, so let's hold it up that way. Packing your stuff and leaving without this person's, you know, even being around that night, like, you know, that they're working that night, so you take off. And this is because you need to protect yourself and I don't think it's physical protection. I think that what we're talking about is you're just realizing this is not for me. I need to do my own thing. The only way that I can do my own thing is to remove myself from the situation. It's too painful to confront it at this point, so I'm just going to peace out, okay? Now, I would not advise that because of a karmic, you know, addition that adds karma to anything, because you're not confronting the issue. And again, this could all be reversed, but I usually read it pretty well where it's, you know, the sitter is you, okay? So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be deceit necessarily, even though we have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Doesn't have to be deceit. It could be straight up like, I'm not happy here, I need to do something else. I just feel like the swords need to be spoken, right? So I feel like there's some truth that needs to come out. Remember, this moon is in reverse, so we need to talk about the secret, and if it is you being with someone else and deceiving your current relationship, it really should be brought out so that there's no karma that's added to your load, okay? It's just better that way. You may not know how to do it right now, so let's see. I'm going to ask some clarification. I want to get clarification on this Four of Wands in the reverse for Aquarius. What is this Four of Wands? And this is a pretty straightforward reading. It's just, you know, it's all coming out for you. Now, the Strength card popped out. This is Leo energy. This is feeling your self-worth, okay? I'm getting a very strong sense here, Aquarius, that you have settled with someone and you're feeling settled. You're feeling stagnant. You're feeling like, you know, this is not what I signed up for. This is what I signed up for. This is what I'm getting, okay? You're really trying to move your life around, get to your wish of what you really truly want, which is probably just being single right now. And I think in doing so, you are not necessarily playing the field, but you might be seeing other people or getting ready to kind of silently sneak out. Or you may just be sneaking around trying to live your life as a single person, doing your own thing. Doesn't have to be necessarily in relationship either, but you're making choices based on what's best for you, not the relationship, because you're feeling your self-worth, and I'm feeling like this relationship is holding you back, or at least that's what you're feeling, is that this relationship is holding you back. You might have evolved and you're moving on, and it's difficult for you to let this, I mean, that's really hard to say to a partner that you might have been with for a very long time. Look, you know, I've changed, things are different for me, I want different things, it's not going to work anymore, right? I always talk about conscious communication, and we really need to work on that in our societies, so that we can speak compassionately, truthfully, so that we are heard and understood, and we can support the other person as well as ourselves in understanding the truth. And I feel like if we practice that a lot more, we wouldn't have as many of this kind of, you know, sneaking around, trying to get away from something and taking care of ourselves. We wouldn't have to, because we could speak the truth about it. I'm pretty clear on what this Nine of Cups is, but let's just see if the cards have anything else to add to it for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, making changes, okay? I mean, good for you, making changes in your life. Just keep it above board and keep it clean. That would be my suggestion as I'm seeing all of this. Bring in some truth. You're an air sign. Oh, you know what? Mercury's going in retrograde, so that could be why you're not speaking right now. So, okay, with that, I'd forgotten about that aspect. This month, so much is going on this month. So give this a couple of weeks, right? Try not to sneak around so much, and really try not to, like, you know, if you're in a monogamous relationship, I would really advise you to not sleep with anyone else until this situation ends. Try not to add to your karma or your dharma. And Mercury will be in retrograde for this entire month. So speaking about this and really getting clear on what the next step is in this relationship really won't happen until August. So I know that that can feel like forever because you've got, you know, a whole month. Make your choice based on what's best for you, but I'm just giving you a timeline based on the astrology. We also have the King of Cups energy in the reverse. Okay, so this could be your energy or your person, you know, of course, what you wish is for the King of Cups in the upright, but it's coming out in the reverse. So again, this emotional instability, it's immaturity, there's not compassion. It's someone who, you know, and this might, I mean, this again might be just your energy that you're not in a place of giving to others. You really need to give to yourself. And it could come from, you know, accepting less in the past, accepting and being okay with less in the past. Now, I want to see that Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Careful, careful. Careful, Aquarius. So don't sneak off and do something that is detrimental to your health. That is, you know, this is going back to an ex because it's easy. This is, you know, drowning yourself in alcohol or drugs. This is going back to behaviors that don't serve you very well. Hanging out with an old crowd of people that you got in trouble with, that kind of thing. So just careful, careful. Queen of Swords. Finally, now we get that truth coming in, okay? So this energy, and this could be somebody who comes in for you, around you, to help guide you. Could be an older female coming in to support you, or this could be the energy you take on, Aquarius, in that telling the truth, right? See how she's open and receiving as well as giving. So there's a nice balance here of speaking the truth and being open and compassionate at the same time, okay? So there's some trickiness happening here, Aquarius. It can really go either way. You can sneak off, okay? If you do, you've got that dramatic devil energy here. It's very drama-based, gaslighting, that kind of thing. But just bring it in. to the truth, okay? And leave this for the end of the month if it needs to be said. The other thing is, if these energies are creeping up where your person is getting very suspicious, and even though you may not be doing anything, just be honest about you're going through something. You're trying to figure things out. You may not be ready to make a decision one way or the other, but you just need some space because you're not happy. That's fair, that's honest. I just wouldn't go out and act on it, okay? I know you may want to. There might be somebody who's like, oh, the one, right? Like, oh, you want to get into that, that Capricorn maybe? I don't know. Just breathe. You got plenty of time to do so, and you can do it in the right way. Just give yourself some time to process, okay, Aquarius? Woo! This is another intense reading brought to you by Yes, Yes, Yes. Let me know what's going on. This is, I mean, I don't know if I would admit to all of this myself. So let's just see what comes out in the comments section. If it resonates for you or your person, any of it, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. It helps me out so much. I'm going to send you some love, some extra energy to get through this. Just breathe. It's all going to work out. You just have to allow it some time and space. Okay? And then give yourself the time and space and ask for it. All right. See you guys next time.